Welcome to this video called How to Get Unshakable Confidence. I haven't recorded a video in a while, so I'm quite excited to do this one. What we'll be exploring is not a traditional approach of building confidence, because usually the advice that I've seen out there involves some kind of skill building, so you feel more confident, or dressing differently, or behaving differently. And if you want to do that, that's fine with me. I personally believe that it doesn't make sense because it is just masking the issue. So just imagine you suddenly lose that skill, right? Because you can't perform it anymore, or you lose your looks because of whatever reason. What's going to happen to your confidence, right? Well, this confidence that was now pegged to the skill, that's pegged to your looks or some other kind of technique or something like that, is suddenly going to plummet again, because all it has done is just mask the issue. And we don't want to mask the issue, we want to actually address the issue. And so that is why this is not a traditional kind of, get unshakable confidence by faking it or whatever. And what I want to do is I want to address or give you two approaches to this. And when I say get unshakable confidence, is not just about a clickbait, so you watch this video. It is really about getting confidence that is real, true, and that is not just blown out of the wind by the next thing that kind of happens your way. Now, it is not a quick fix, right? It's not a quick fix. You really got to do the work. You got to go do the investigation yourself. You got to come to yourself and be with yourself if you want to get the benefits of this video, but it works. Number one of the approaches that we're looking at is an investigation of where is the I that is insecure. Where is the I that is insecure? So your whole problem is based on the idea that I am insecure. Well, where is that I? What is it that you're referring to? You may not get what I'm asking right now, because you've just been conditioned to take this assumption as given. Well, it's clear, I am insecure. Well, but what is that? That is the assumption that we're challenging, and so it takes a bit of a persistence to really look into that and challenge the assumption of the I. Where is that? Where is the I that is insecure? Because so when we look at it, when I would say, well, where's the I that is, I'm insecure, and I would kind of, I'm pretending I'm going through it, I'll be like, well, I have this feeling, right? It's this feeling that's here, and it's uncomfortable, and I don't like it. Well, are you that feeling? No, you're not the feeling. You're the one being aware of the feeling. So you're not the feeling. Well, so what are you? Where are you? Where is the I? Well, okay, I have those thoughts about the future or about the past, or, well, are you those thoughts? Well, you're not. You're aware of those thoughts, and those thoughts can come and go, yet you remain. So, where is the I? Where is the I that is insecure? You see, what it seems to be quite a obvious thing, like, well, it's me. But when we challenge it, it suddenly doesn't become so easy anymore. It suddenly turns out that the I that I thought was insecure is not the I that really is. Because most of the time when we say, well, I am insecure, it simply means that there are insecure thoughts and insecure feelings present. But that's a world of difference than you being insecure. However, what I'm saying here is not going to make a difference to you unless you find this out for yourself, truly find it out, not just like get it intellectually, but really sit down with yourself and sit and be like, okay, so where exactly is the I that is insecure? Because you identifying with a thought that has insecurity in it, there's some storyline, some pictures, some images, whatever they are, that's not you. And when you start to see that this identification is simply an identification, it is not you, and you really see that, it loses its power. It really loses its power. Because you have seen through the illusion of it. You have seen that those thoughts are not you, and that those thoughts are illusory. The identification made them real. And so you break that identification. You understand? You're breaking the identification by looking at it and truly investigating it fully. Now, as said, this may take some time for you, this may take some persistence for you, but it is absolutely worthwhile. Number 2 is to open up to the insecurity, which is most likely not what you want to hear, because you want to get rid of insecurity. So why would you want to open up to insecurity? The reason why you want to open up to insecurity is because by resisting it, you're giving more energy into it. You're saying it is not okay to feel insecure. I don't want to feel insecure, and the more you don't want to feel insecure, the more it seems to build up. Because our internal psychology, our internal world works this way, that it's like quicksand. You get into a problem, and the more you try to resist the problem, the more it seems to grab a hold of you and become bigger and more problematic. But when you actually relax, when you open up to it, it's like the quicksand that hasn't the hold of you anymore. You don't disappear in the quicksand because you're struggling. You come to the surface. And that's a lot how our psychological problems work. So opening up to the insecurities is a really good way to do it. Now, that may not be easy for you at this very moment because of all this resistance. So what I've thought will be useful to you is to have some questions, some pre-investigative questions. Question number 1: what is the issue with being insecure? Again, with this question, we are challenging the assumption. There's some kind of unconscious assumption about insecurity being an issue, not being okay. What is the issue with being insecure? Why can you not feel insecure? That is what you need to start to investigate for yourself. Because those things, they go unchecked and they become a bit like the monster under the bed that is not real. And the more you're scared of the monster, the more you try to avoid it, the more it's like there, and it becomes more real, right? Because you've bought into it. So what is the issue with feeling insecure? Okay, well, it feels uncomfortable. Okay, well, it feels uncomfortable, but what's really the issue? Why is it so bad? Well, because I'm going to behave awkwardly in social situations. Okay, well, so you behave awkwardly. What's bad about that? Well, I'm going to get judged by people. So you'll get judged. What's the issue? Well, they'll think bad of me. Well, yes, they may think bad of you. They already may think bad of you. They may even think bad of you when you're completely confident. So what? What's the issue? They're going to think about anything they want. You have judged people. You'll judge people. Everyone is judging each other. So? It's not like their judgment has a magic power over you. It doesn't work like that. They're free to think whatever they want. You can even go into this state where you say, well, I'll give you permission to fully judge me. Because they're going to do it anyways. Why resist it? So that is the kind of investigation that you need to do. And you can also do it specifically on the feeling. What is the problem with the feeling? And really become present. Where do you feel it? How does it feel it? And stay with it. And here's why this works. It's because when you can be with insecurity, when you can open up to insecurity, it can pass through you and it has no power over you anymore. Because what you resist has the power, because it is not okay. When you can be fully accepting with what is, with being insecure in this moment, it's fine. You're still going to be able to function. I cannot tell you how many times I've had some kind of talk or some kind of meeting or I don't know what, where I felt insecure before, but it was okay. Fine, I'm feeling insecure right now. I'm gonna allow myself to fully feel insecure. And I'll go into the meeting and I have the meeting. It's not going to impede on your, on your functionality. That usually happens when there's lots of kind of resistance happening, and when we have not actually taken a closer look at what is really happening here. We've not investigated it. So those are the two approaches. Number one, investigate where is the I that is insecure. Because right now, I am convinced that all those insecurities, they're based in thought and us not seeing them for thought. They are based in an I that we're identified with, which is an image, which is not us because we're aware of the image. Number two is opening up to insecurity, really allowing yourself to feel it, investigate it, what the issue is for you, why is it so problematic, where is the sticking point. And as said, those two approaches, they're not quick fixes. They can transform your entire life, but they are going to take some work from you. You do have to sit down and sit with yourself and feel into that and be with that. So when you're serious about unshakable confidence, for me, this is the best approach. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, share it, like it, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.